Welcome everyone and welcome to another vlog video. In this one I talk about regret can be valuable if used correctly. So, a lot of us in our life have a lot of regret, Everyone has regret, no matter how happy you are, no matter how successful you are. There is regret, and when you go through situations in life, regret is bound to happen. And there's nothing we can do to stop that. But what we can do, instead of dwelling on the regret, is take that regret and use it to motivation for the future. Because think about it, regret is a thing of the past, and we're trying to live a great life in the present and in the future. So why not take that regret and use it as something positive? So I'll give you an example. So when I've talked about, and sometimes forced change brings out the best within. That's in one of my YouTube videos. That's my second YouTube video I created, and I also have a blog post on it. And basically, I just talked about how I didn't go to university right away. I waited 2 years, then I went to university. And in my first year when I started, I was doing well in school. I was really motivated, happy that I was going somewhere in my life finally. But then suddenly this regret sunk in of why didn't I go here before? Because I saw my classmates that were 2-3 years younger than me, because I had waited that long to return. So it kind of put regret in my mind, why didn't I go? I started dwelling on it. It was kind of ruining it. And I just saw school as okay, whatever, I gotta try hard. I did still try hard. I was still performing well, but it was still in the back of my mind. I wasn't really happy. Then I just told myself, what's the point of dwelling on it? It's the past. I can't change it now. And if anything, it's made me work even harder, because if I had gone straight from high school, I wouldn't have been motivated at all in university. So even though that pain was there, anytime I felt down and out, anytime I was in school and I had a hard assignment, hard class, anything, I thought of that pain of regret and I used it to motivate myself to work even harder. And I'm kind of glad that I had that experience of feeling that regret, because anytime I think back to that, it just pumps me up even more to work even harder and give it my all. Regret happened to me, and I'm glad in a way that it happened to me, because I was able to use that regret to work even harder and be even more successful. And I think if it wasn't for that, that may not happen. So think to your life, is there any kind of regret that you can use to make your life better? Because it's going to be there regardless. It's in your mind. You can't just delete it. You could suppress it, but that's not what you should do. That's not healthy. You couldn't either let it bring you down deeper into the ground, or you can take it and use it put it in your toolbox as motivation at any kind of goal. Say you failed at something, a job, and then you succeeded. You want to succeed somewhere else. Use that feeling of regret. I didn't do well in this first venture, and I kind of regret it. I should have tried harder, but now I'm in this new venture. Well, think of that pain you're feeling and apply that pain and make it motivate you in your new venture. So there's always ways you can use regret. The last thing you want to do is dwell on it, because you won't be happy, and you just got to face it. It's going to be there, but it's up to you to either be happy with it, use it as motivation, or just dwell on it and ruin your life. It can ruin your life. So why let it ruin your life? Why not take that regret and make it something valuable? There's no point in just letting it sit there in your mind, dwelling on it. It's not going to do anything. We want to focus on I've said it before, the only thing that the past should be used for is a learning tool for the future. In this case, your regret, the only thing it should be doing is be teaching you a lesson, or teaching you an experience, so that you can apply it to the future that will help you lead to better results. Because you can sit on the regret and let it dwell and not even use it, and that's not going to help you. What if you make the same mistake again? So I hope in this video that you see regret is very valuable if used correctly.